It is the 3rd anniversary of the massacre in Boston. Despite the immense anxiety I felt during the months leading up to the trial, I look upon my involvement as my greatest contribution to our country thus far. When Captain Preston asked me to defend him and his men, I knew a fair trial would prove to the British Crown that we valued justice, and so it was necessary to take the case. I realize now the impact of the trial on the judicial system of our colonies. Indeed, the trial of Captain Preston is the hallmark of our nation's promise for the entitlement of all to a just trial. I send my love always. John.
As a young lawyer representing the British soldiers involved in the Boston Massacre, John Adams recognized the importance of a just judicial system. However, his final act as president is considered the defining moment of his presidency. By appointing the Midnight Judges, John Adams paves the way for the development and eventual strength of the judicial branch.
To think that 15 days ago you served your last day as President of the United States. Looking back on your presidency, I believe your most honorable act was appointing John Marshall to the Supreme Court. His actions have made the judicial branch the force it is today. The decisions of Marbury v. Madison and Fletcher v. Peck have established the Supreme Court's authority to decide the constitutionality of legislative acts, ensuring that American rights will always be upheld. Marshall's appointment was your gift to this nation, a gift that has changed the face of politics forever. All my love, Abigail.
The appointment of John Marshall as Supreme Court Justice did change the face of American politics. It remains the legacy of John Adams' presidency today. Following 9/11, Congress allowed the president to employ all necessary forces to prevent further attacks, which included the detainment of suspected terrorists at Guantanamo Bay.
In a 5-3 decision in the case of Hamden v. Rumsfeld, the Supreme Court declared yesterday that the administration does not have the authority to run military operations such as Guantanamo Bay without the authorization of Congress, since such operations do not comply with the Uniform Code of Military Justice and the Geneva Conventions. The decision requires that all detainees are made aware of the charges against them and receive a fair trial in court.
The decision of Hamden v. Rumsfeld exhibited the strength of the Supreme Court as established by Justice Marshall, ensuring that the rights as stated in the Constitution are upheld. The outcome of this case fulfills John Adams' dream of a just and fair government and furthers his legacy for generations to come.